everybody. We're getting ready to go live. We got a couple minutes of just cleaning up some details here. We're going to talk to you about our A to Z travel tips again. And since we had so much fun on our last excursion here,
you could see us, but you couldn't hear us.
turn on your face
So
real
bad.
quick and see if you
Okay.
see if you're getting this.
See if I can hear myself.
See if you can hear yourself. See if that's coming through.
That's such a cool thought that I can watch myself.
Watch
from
yourself
my
and hear yourself at the
phone
same time. How about that?
On this is.
So we are friends on LinkedIn. We are friends on YouTube.
Hi.
Hi. We have friends on TikTok
How do I look
and
myself
Facebook. And look me and see
up?
if you
Look you
see it
up.
live. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look you up, baby.
Look me up.
Okay, and why did I take my glasses off? Not sure. Hold on. This is
Hold on,
new.
it's
You like my
closer.
new glasses?
All the way from Chicago.
Gus. It says you're a friend. Yeah. Look at that. Look, honey, we're live now.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
I don't know. How do I do that?
Test it. Oh, can you hear you turn your volume up?
Duh. Okay.
Hey, look. We can hear us.
Are we?
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look, honey, we're live now.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry,
Looks
stop
like
looking
we
at
have
this. I'm
sound
so
working.
happy.
I'm not sure what we did differently, but we did something differently.
We did something differently. Do
Um,
you like my new glasses? I got them in Chicago. Okay.
All right. Travel tips.
I might need them
A
again.
to Z. And we did the letter B the other night, but since we didn't have any sound, and I know
We couldn't.
I know a lot of our readers
be
are not,
heard.
or a lot of our watchers are not lip readers, or
I don't know.
I wasn't sign languaging.
You couldn't. You couldn't possibly have stuck around for the whole live of us.
Yeah.
At that.
So anyway,
So we're gonna be audible today. We're gonna
yes,
be heard.
we're getting somebody
I'm so
inviting us to go
excited.
live here. We
I
can't
see
go
that.
live.
I'm
We got
sorry
other
we can't join
audiences
you right now.
that we're dealing with.
But let's
Next time, let's do it together. Let's go together next time.
totally reach out. Okay. So travel tips to begin with the letter B.
And like we said the other night, I'll save the. There's one missing on here that
There's
a bonus one that's
that
my
Gus is
favorite.
going to
And
to
to
tell
begin
you
with
at
B.
the end.
All right, go ahead.
So I'll start. Number one, bring a backup power bank for your electronic devices. This is something I don't do. So Gus does. And so now I just expect Gus to bring it. But
She borrows
it's,
mine.
I do. I borrow.
And on that same note,
Such
just
to be.
plug in wherever you can. Charge your phone. You never know what's going to happen.
Visitor.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
It's
Anyway,
true. You never know when you're going to need to plug in and charge your device. So
Number 2, book
Yeah.
in advance. Secure your reservations in advance. I think I heard that 6 weeks out for air travel is the
is that
optimal
ideal?
time.
Okay.
But
Ooh, I have something I need to book.
yeah, you do. You know what? We should
Yeah.
get that done tomorrow.
We should, if not earlier. So, you're not going to play with my glasses?
No, you're
Okay.
banging them. Anyway,
Sorry, folks.
number 3.
Number 3. Okay, go ahead.
Be respectful of local customs. This goes not only when you're traveling abroad, but in the United States, some areas of the United States have different customs than other areas of the United States. So make sure you learn where you're going. What are the oddball things that happen there? We'll see.
I mean, you're probably already doing some research anyway. You're looking up where you're going. You're looking up where you should go for dinner. If there are some fun places or sites that you need to see when you go. So just see if there are any
We know-
customs. Yes.
We know in Dubai, you cannot take pictures of people. We have a company. I am. You cannot in Dubai. You
Hmm.
cannot
Can.
take a. No, you
You
can't.
shouldn't.
No,
Yes.
it's like illegal.
I mean, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
you can't take
Is it
pictures
like
of people
it's
in
not-
Dubai. Like just randomly, if there's a crowd, you can't take a picture of the crowd.
Right.
You can take pictures
So-
of yourself and selfies, but make sure nobody's in the background.
This is it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yes.
it's a picture of you in the building. Okay. Number 4, budget your expenses to ensure you have enough money for your trip. This is something that I see a lot of people struggle with sometimes, especially when they're checking in at a hotel. I'll just give you my experience here. Is that the hotel is going to chart, or they're going to block the funds of your credit card for the nights of your stay. They're going to cover room, tax, and they're usually put like a depending on the hotel, $50 to $100
We saw.
per night.
Let's go. We actually had a case last year. They wanted to put $250 a night on our credit card, and we were staying there
In addition to-
like 9 nights.
In addition to the
So we negotiate
rate.
with them, and we said, "Hey, take like
Yeah.
3 days, and if we don't use it, roll it over. Just take like
Right.
3 days worth because we're not going to
we're
spend."
not going to spend $250 extra each day we're here for an entire. It was over a week.
Yeah, it was over a
So-
week. We were there like 9 nights.
So
It
yeah,
was
but just
crazy.
my advice is to be acquainted with the policies that your hotel has. Know it in
and
advance.
your budgets.
Know it exactly. Know your budget in advance. Make sure you have the room on your credit card.
Same thing with your rental car. They might take $500 on your rental car. So you
Might throw a little
the
extra on
cost
there.
of going on the trip. It could wind up being more just your rental car and a hotel, or you'd have to have that much more room on your credit card just for that.
And just be aware. Be aware of what all of the charges, any extra charges. Is parking included with your room? It's usually not. It's usually extra. And for most places, the garage is owned by a separate entity than the hotel. If you're in a center city location, usually it's something they're not in a position to comp or to make a deal on.
$60 a night parking is not uncommon these days.
Yes. I'm not going to argue that at all. So what was next on here? Number 5.
Buy a local SIM card or have a backup plan of what you're going to do for your cellular service.
You can't
Especially-
just show up in another country and expect your phone to work
Especially with data.
without paying a little extra.
Yeah, especially your data service.
So
Make sure
for
you have
that,
set.
check with your wireless carrier before you go, know what their rates are, and then see if it might be wise to just get a local SIM card.
No, this is a good one.
Which one? Can I
Bring-
do this?
yeah,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you.
Bring a basic first aid kit. We have a basic first aid kit. We actually have more than a basic first aid kit because sometimes we're running events for 50, 60 people or more, actually, hundreds of people. But Ashley one time got severely injured on one of our trips. And
I still have a cool scar though.
you do have a cool scar.
I'm like, wow, man, I remember when that happened.
Yeah, we had
So-
to bring. So now we just bring basics. Get cut. Get cut in your hotel room. You don't want to run down to the front desk and get some
Bleeding.
bleeding
Yeah,
to
it
get a
just looks
Band-Aid
bad.
or something
I've
like
had
that.
a couple of times where we needed to use that, but basically it's a first aid kit. We keep it in our luggage all the time, so it's always in there, which is handy. So yeah, bring that. Number
7 is
What?
one of my favorites.
Number 7 is one of your favorites. Be open to trying new and local foods. Gus is a lot more adventurous than I am when it comes to trying foods. But
Yeah, if you're in a place, what can you get here that you can't get anyplace else?
yes,
Try that food. Take one bite. Share it. Get the tool.
get the appetizer portion.
Yeah,
just give it a
give
try.
it a bite. I'm not a huge fan of hot dogs, but we were at Fenway Park last year.
Man.
It's like the best hot dog ever.
Yes.
We ordered one, we split it. It was just fantastic.
It was.
But there's
It
so
was
many-
a perfect Fenway Park moment.
So many places we go. When we were in Mexico, and I don't even know what we're eating. They actually cook. It's going to sound odd. They cook with charcoal. When I say they cook with charcoal, they actually char the peppers into a charcoal dust and use that as an ingredient inside the food. So there's a number of dishes that are charcoal black. So good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was something we had never tried before, but we knew because we had done a little bit of research in advance that was
Mhm.
what was it's sort of exciting and different about our location. What are some other I was going to say some other locations where just look up what's
In the
what's-
U.S., let's go to the U.S. So
yeah, well, I
we're
mean,
in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia,
Get a
you're gonna try a
cheesesteak.
cheesesteak.
if there's 5 of you sitting
Don't-
there, get
Have to go to Pat's or Geno's, and nothing wrong. If you get a chance to go to Pat's and Geno's, go because it's fun. But you don't have to go to Pat's and Geno's to get a great cheesesteak in Philadelphia.
no.
We do recommend going to Reading Terminal Market, though.
You can sample everything there.
You really can. So go for things that you can't get.
No, but you
anywhere
go to
else.
San Diego, fish tacos. They rock fish tacos.
You go to San Francisco, you must try the Bowden sour bread. Sourdough bread.
Yeah, I tried it. I didn't like it, but I can say I tried
He
it.
tried it.
Ghirardelli chocolates made right there.
Oh.
Ghirardelli chocolates.
Oh.
You know, if you get into Santa Fe or Albuquerque,
Chilies.
red and green, every dish. I think you even ask you when you go to McDonald's.
Ask for
You want red or
Christmas.
green with that. Right? You always get Christmas. We'll put
Get
both in
Christmas, so you get a little bit of both the red and the green chili.
Anyway,
we
there.
can talk
We
more
can
about
talk
that
food.
later.
I can do a whole travel show on
We
food.
really could. Give us number 8, please.
Be aware. Be mindful. Be mindful of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings. Be mindful of your surroundings. I'm really good with this. I am constantly. Ashley calls me MacGyver or Jason Bourne because I'm just constantly looking
You're
around.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. I see stuff materializing before it happens.
It's good. It's a good awareness to have.
It's just be aware of watching your bags, watching your back, watching things develop, watching shady people. I say shady people. Sometimes they're shady, sometimes they're not
You just
people.
don't know. You just
It's
need to
like-
be aware. You need to be aware of who's around you. You need to be aware if there's a crowd gathering around you in a way that
I'll say a bonus tip on that.
could be bad.
If you see something go down, record it.
Okay.
You might wind up going viral with your video.
Okay. But you also want to make sure that you're safe.
Yeah,
First.
just be safe.
Safety first.
All right.
So number 9, this is one that's near and dear to my heart. The more time we spend in Florida, bring a lightweight and comfortable travel blanket for long journeys. I switch out the blanket and actually bring something I can wear, like the sweatshirt I'm wearing right now on a hot summer day.
You
Because
always bring a scarf.
I do. I bring kind of a wrap,
A wrap.
like a pashmina or whatever those are. You never know. You're on a plane. The cold air is hitting you at just the right angle on your face or your neck, and it's hard to relax. I wear I bring that thing with me to the grocery store because if it's cold air, if we have to walk to the refrigerated side, yes, I'm getting more sensitive in my old age. So there. But yeah,
All right.
bring something you can throw on yourself when you're traveling.
The next one, number 10, be prepared for unexpected delays or changes in your travel plans, especially today, especially during busy holiday season.
It's going to happen.
Going to happen. Shit,
And it's not just the airline's fault, right? It's
No.
storms. It's
It can happen anywhere, any place.
Yeah.
We had it happened today for us. I mean, just in our neighborhood, we had a really short time to get stuff done at lunchtime, and we ran out, and 2 roads were closed. It's like
just enough detours.
just enough to
kinda
just
like,
enough to our original lunch plans to go to a local
Yeah.
place to sit down got delayed, and we had to pick up something at a local convenience store.
had to cut our errands a little bit, but it was a hoagie from
Yeah.
Wawa, and that was yummy.
Yeah.
Okay. See
All right.
that local food thing again. So number 11, before traveling, check if you need any specific vaccinations. Certainly, depending on where you travel, just be aware of and get to know the folks at your, what do they call that? The travel clinic. I think it's called the travel
Go to your
clinic at your
doctor.
doctor's office, where they'll have different vaccinations available for different parts of the world.
Make sure you get them and stay up to date. And how long you have to get them beforehand?
Before, I was just about to say, make sure you schedule it far enough in advance. It's actually like taking effect. What is number 12, dear?
Number 12. Oh, I'm good with this. Pack. It's a bag. Pack a foldable and compact bag. I actually have a foldable. It's small. Goes in a really small.
Reusable bag.
No, mine is a
Yours is the backpack.
That kind of he
He brings
uses
it
a
with
bag.
him. He packs it empty, and then if we
Probably weighs like 4 ounces.
if that,
yeah.
and then when he opens it up and he can put stuff in it, it's
Put a
great.
laptop in it if I have to.
You could.
Yeah, it's big enough.
I usually bring a bag for shopping. There are a lot of areas of the country now
In the world.
where having you won't get a disposable bag or a one-time use bag. So if I just bring a bag with me, we'll inevitably have a stop at a CVS or Walgreens
We were
liquor store.
We were
or-
someplace this year. They didn't even have an option to buy a bag of any kind.
Right.
we're
So
like
we were
walking
walking.
with, Case of beer or
All right,
a
you got
bottle
this.
of
We got
vodka.
this. We were good. We're good.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was,
from then on, I remember to bring a
you gotta
reusable
stop
bag
every
with me.
10 feet to pick up what you dropped.
Won't do that again. We learn the hard way. All right. Number 13, bring a waterproof bag or pouch to protect your electronics and important documents. Gus is excellent at this, and I thank him for that. But
I
basically,
have two different sizes.
You do? Wow. See, that's
Yeah, I have one for my cell phone. It's like just fits the cell phone and take it to the beach and you can take it to water and take photos with it and stuff. But then I have
There you
a
go.
big backpack that can hold a lot.
He puts you can put 2 laptops in
I put 2 laptops
Okay.
in it and fold it over. You
which is great.
can
But
drop
yeah,
that in the ocean. Doesn't have,
I mean, in terms of just when we're packing our toiletries and stuff, I usually use Ziploc bags to make sure if there's something in them that it won't explode out, or if it explodes out, it explodes into the bag and not into my
Mhm.
clothing. So, but bringing a couple of extras of those, we went to SeaWorld, which we weren't expecting to do when we were in San Diego on one trip.
Use baggies.
And you had baggies. We're like, hey, got to bring this with us. We're going to be on some kind of ride, and we don't want our
We got
phones to
soaked.
get. We did. It was.
We got soaked.
I'm like, we're not really going to need these. And then we went on some boat thingy.
Between
and
the
Got
like
completely
the whale
soaked.
show or the dolphin show and
it was
the,
great.
and the,
Highly recommend. It was
and the
lots of
water
fun.
and the water ride, we were absolutely soaked.
Yes. So number 14.
Be flexible with your itinerary to allow for spontaneous discoveries. There are some people that pack everything in. I tend to be really realistic with my time. Like great, we got a 2:00 appointment to see this. That goes till 2:30. You can't book something at 2:30 because you have to transition from whatever you're doing to the next event.
Got to make sure you have enough time to get there.
Right,
You
it
have
means
to make
taking an
sure-
Uber, walking a couple blocks.
Sometimes you're going to come across something when you're walking. You're like, oh my gosh, there's a park here. Let's go. Let's just go for a walk in the garden, or let's take a look over here at some site that you didn't know was going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So having the opportunity to do that is, it's really lovely. So just make sure you don't jam your itinerary so packed that you can't do anything spontaneous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take number 15 is brush up on basic phrases in the local language to facilitate communication. You know, this is really just a matter of being gracious and polite for wherever you are going. Certainly for international travel, is to at least have a couple of phrases down so that the locals know that you're trying, even if it's not your, if you're not terribly good at it, they'll still appreciate that you're making the effort, and that's a good thing to do.
Number 16, be aware of local scams and take precautions to avoid falling victim to them. This hits home. It happened to Ashley's son. He got scammed in New York City by the guys with the CDs, and then he opened up his wallet and gave them money, and then they saw he had more money in there, so they took more money from him, and he was 15 at the time, but he also looks like an adult. He's tall, and but they were still taking advantage of him, and it can happen to anyone. Just be, no, thank you.
Again,
You don't have to say anything.
It's an awareness. It's an awareness of just kind of even being able to see it before you walk
Yeah,
upon
that's
it.
one of those
and
awareness things.
cross
again,
the
yeah.
street, go the other way. Just know, put your blinders on and move forward.
It happened to us in the DR too.
Yes.
The people we didn't get scammed, but we didn't know that we weren't going to get scammed.
It was at the airport, and it was just a little busy. And when you're just trying to take a moment to figure out where you're
There's
going,
15,
where you
20
need to
people
be,
trying to take your luggage,
everybody's trying to grab our luggage. We were
trying to grab your
"What?
luggage tags, trying to
this
grab your
normal?"
airline
Like-
tickets. It just seemed very
It was a little disarming.
a little scammy.
So anyway, let's see, number 17, bring a travel-sized laundry detergent. I bring with me usually a small bottle of Woolite, and I'll bring 1, maybe 2 sets of running clothes, and then just try to wash them in between wearings. And if you're especially if you're going to be gone for maybe 5 or 6 days or even longer, it's just nice to be able to refresh your clothes without having to spend all of that money on the hotel laundry. So,
And they can charge you.
yeah, and if for some reason you forget the little bottle of Woolite shampoo from your hotel, is probably fine too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is your clothes get a little stiff, but anyway. What's number 18?
Book your transportation tickets in advance to secure seats and avoid last-minute hassles. This just happened to Ashley and I.
Great idea.
We were in Chicago. We went to do the boat tour on Saturday. We walked up there
Oh,
like two rock stars
so
VIP, just give us the
disappointed.
best seats, and they're like, we're sold out. And so Sunday we did the same thing.
No one's going to be there on Sunday.
Yeah, they were sold out. So we missed out on the architecture tour on Chicago. We've been on it
We'll
before.
get you
but,
next time.
Yeah, we'll get you next time. But anyway, that was
It would have been fun.
fun.
Yeah. Number 19, bring a travel guidebook or download a travel app for your destination. If you do this in advance, it gives you an opportunity to figure out maybe a couple of sites that you definitely want to go see. And then you can actually arrange to go see them in clusters instead of like going back and forth from your hotel to see some things.
Mhm.
So we had the pleasure of going to, say, when we were in Mexico in Merida, we went to Uxmal. We took a day. We went to Uxmal to see the ruins, and then we stopped somewhere to go to a beautiful cenote, which is something I highly recommend you do if you're in Mexico.
Yeah, a chance to see a cenote in the Yucatan, the
my
state of
gosh.
Yucatan in Mexico. One of the most amazing experiences of our lives.
It was
Cool.
incredible, absolutely incredible. But again, we wouldn't have known. I mean, to be able to have that information at your fingertips is really optimal. Number 20.
When you take this,
Before leaving, inform a trusted friend or family about your travel plans. Make sure somebody knows where you're going to be and how to get in touch with you. And that if for some reason they can't get in touch with you, they at least knew where you were supposed to be. This is just a good security effort. And if you have family who are traveling, make sure you have a copy of their itinerary so you know where they're supposed to be and can track them down. So
now for bonus,
the bonus, the big B.
bathing suit.
Oh, that's right.
Bring your bathing suit, no matter where you're traveling to, no matter where you're going. Throw a bathing suit in your bag. You never know if there's going to be an opportunity to have an amazing pool at the hotel. Somebody invites you onto their yacht, and there's a pool on the yacht. You're skiing in the middle of winter, and they have this amazing 15-person outdoor hot tub. You just want to be prepared, unless you're going all natural. Don't bother me, but whatever you want to do. I highly encourage you to bring your bathing suit. I think it happened to us once that we didn't have. It was like,
and then we
can't
wish
do
we
that.
had.
We wish we had.
So just again, it probably doesn't take up a whole lot of space.
No, because the place you least expect it.
Is the place where there's some
But they're not going to have a place to
super
buy a
cool
bathing
watering
suit.
hole,
Yeah,
right?
they're not
Exactly. There's
gonna
no
play-
Marshalls across the street
Yeah,
that
there's
you can
nothing
just
to
run
buy-
over
yeah,
and
yeah,
grab
there's-
a one piece.
Yeah.
So again, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in your luggage. Just throw it in, and then you'll be prepared,
Okay.
right?
Yes. All right. That was your travel tips for B. Come back probably early next week. We'll come back. We'll do C and D. And next week we're on the road, so one night we'll probably do.
We should do it from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bringing the studio equipment with us because I have other things to do TV wise here or
Cool.
television wise here. So
So
yes,
thanks for joining us.
thank you for joining us, and we will see you next
Au
time.
revoir. Mwah.
Thank you.